Hello, we are live. Thank you so much for joining me. I am nervous and excited, as you can tell. I am so excited to share with you what I've got to share with you today. But first, I'd better introduce myself in case this is your first time meeting me, in which case, hello, my name's Rhiannon Morgan. Everyone calls me Rhi. I am so nervous and excited today because I'm sharing something with you that I have been working so flipping hard on for I want to say the last month, but actually, this has been years in the making, years and years in the making. So I have put together something for you over the last month where I have slipped into this ADHD hyperfocus. Yes, ADHD can sometimes be a superpower, and if we could ever just tap into choosing when we can slip into this hyperfocus, my goodness, we can get so much done. But I have been building something that younger me, and honestly still me, has needed all along. And this is a brand new free community and resource super hub. And I'm so stinking proud of it. And I'm going to give you a huge tour of all of it. Free community, free resource super hub. And I've also rebuilt, rebranded, and given a massive glow up to my Organised Life Club. So I'm going to show you everything I've been doing basically. And that is why I'm so nervous and excited. I've had this feeling. Have you ever had that feeling, before you go on a trip, where you're like, what have I forgotten? What have I forgotten? And you're just like, you don't want to have forgotten something and spoilt the trip. And if you, like me, are in a neurosparkly household, this is especially the case where, if you forget something for someone, then everyone's day is ruined because meltdowns can ensue. I guess I've just had that kind of nervous feeling. If I've worked so hard on this that I don't want to have forgotten something crucial and for something to be broken, because I want you guys to love it and I want it to be this amazing helpful space. So that's why I'm kind of feeling like that. But I guess I just need to tell myself what I would tell the kids, and that is that nervous and excited feel very similar in your body, and I just kind of need to rebrand that in my brain and go, you're not nervous, you're excited. So hello to everyone joining me live. I'm so grateful for, if you're watching on replay, do you know what I mean? I'm grateful for you too. But for those of you showing up live today to support me, I'm really, really grateful, because I really want to show you around. And a few of you had a little sneak peek of this. So the doors have been secretly open to existing members of my Organised Life Club and my Magical Adventures Club, which we'll touch on briefly, but we're on my main channel, so we're going to stick to the main channel stuff. And some people have been let in early doors who were already in my existing membership on the old platform. And the feedback I've had has been amazing. So thank you to everyone that has given me feedback. But even to those of you who are already in, hopefully today will be a really great tour so that you can actually maximize and use the resource and everything that I've built for you. So let's just start a little bit with what is inside and why I've built it. I'm actually going to put, I think this should be like a pinned comment. So if you guys want to, do not click away from this video. Please stay with me, okay? But if you were on like one screen and you've got a different screen, if I'm on, I don't know, your TV or your iPad or something, you've got your phone, then you can have a little look at the link there. I'm hoping it's there. I'm hoping I pinned it there. Did I do that? Someone let me know if I did, because I can't really check that now, can I? But I'm hoping I pinned a little comment. Let's see if I can get the chat and things up here, shall I? There we go. There should be a pinned comment that says, it's like a black bar on mine. There we go. There's a link there. And if you follow that link, that should get you into the free community and also show you the excellent bonuses and things I've got, a few, which we'll get to when we join, if you want to join the Organised Life Club. Sorry, words not wording, which is not a good start for this morning, is it? But never mind. Anyway, why did I build all of this to start with? Well, I started my channel, as someone pointed out, someone said they've been following me for 8 years. And I'm like, have I been doing this for 8 years? Have I? Well, I suppose I have, because Zara's 8 and I started when she was a baby. So yowza, I've been doing this a long time. And over the years, I've been creating all of these free resources. If you are new around here, you won't necessarily know, but my whole channel and everything has all been about making mums' lives easier, was the kind of premise when I started it. I started because I'd always have so many people going, how on earth do you manage with 4? And, I started with like prams and cloth nappies and all that stuff, because, that was the era of my life I was in. And I thought, well, if I can just sort of bundle this up and put it somewhere on the internet, rather than sending someone, and like a friend would ask, what do you do with cloth nappies or something? And I'd have to piece it all together and put it all in an email and send them all the links. I thought, well, if I could just put it together in one place, I can make a video about it, or a blog post, after when I built my blog, then I could just direct people to that. And then I thought, well, if it would help my friends, maybe it would help people beyond that. And it kind of snowballed into what it is today. So I started my YouTube channel way back in 2017, very quickly shelved YouTube because I realized it's blowing hard work, and also nigh on impossible when you have a small baby who is very loud, and trying to film and edit and all the things. It's just a lot of work. So I kind of shelved YouTube and just carried on with the blog and Instagram and things. So there were some very early videos. Then there was a huge break in my YouTube, and then come 2019, we were on the Gruffalo River ride in Chessington World of Adventures, and I was taking little clips of my kids, and because they really liked watching ride walkthrough videos, so I was filming them. I thought, hey, I could do this. I could just do this. I could just put this on YouTube. And in between, I think I'd like done some Facebook lives, and the software was like, do you want to put this on YouTube? And every now and then I'd be like, yeah, why not? But other than that, I hadn't done YouTube at all. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. How hard can it be? How hard can it be? And on the way home in the car, because I didn't know I had ADHD at the time, but we now know this is a very ADHD trait. I was like, right, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to jump into it with both feet. And I ordered a camera on the way home. Went to John Lewis, not sponsored, but I always just think, they have some sort of like warranty guarantee thing when you buy from them. So ordered from them, next day delivery, of course, couldn't wait any longer than that. Ordered my camera, after a very quick Google of which kind of vlog cameras to get, got the first one. I've been on through about a million different cameras since then. Had that camera the next day and was like, right, I'm announcing to the world, I'm relaunching my channel. I'm doing 3 videos a week, and I have done ever since. At least 3 videos a week. It's evolved over time into now I have my main channel, and I have what was started out as my Disney channel, and it's now my Magical Adventures channel, because we do travel beyond Disney over there too. Since starting the channel, I have realized, I think Will was already diagnosed with autism. All 3 of the other children have since been diagnosed with autism. I've been diagnosed with ADHD. And I've just come to realize that we're a very neurosparkly household, very neurosparkly indeed, which is the preferred term. Not that there's anything wrong with saying autism or ADHD. I just think neurosparkly is pretty, and I'm just into things that are pretty and sparkly, and why not? So what I've come to realize is what initially started as helping busy mums make their lives easier, because I had struggled so hard to get organized. I did not come from an organized household. No one was diagnosed. I did not know at the time it was neurosparkly. I can now see with hindsight, I grew up in a very neurosparkly household. And I did not grow up in an organized household, and I was not taught to be organized. And I have had to work so hard to get organized. And I just remember with baby number 1, sort of just winging it when he was a baby, and just have one. And, I could manage to just about wing it. And then when he started school, I just constantly felt like I was failing because I wasn't organized enough, and I was that mum that was forgetting this and forgetting that. And I just felt like I was failing him. And then every time I had another baby, I thought, if I do not get my act together now, I'm in real trouble, because I identify as, a mum first. My channel is called Mummy of 4. I'm finally starting to use my name and realize that I'm supposed to be a human being and my own identity too. But I realized that I wanted to be this great mum, and that's what I aspired to be, the best mum I could be for my children. I felt like by being disorganized, I was letting them down. And when, they were going into school and didn't have the right stuff, I was letting them down and failing them. So I just worked so hard to find out these systems. And every time I was pregnant, especially when I was pregnant, because I was thinking, wow, I've really got to, really got to up my game now. I would just research and research and research and try and go over and over and over, like, how can I tweak these systems? How can I make life easier? How can I make systems? How can I put things in place that's going to stop the chaos, to stop making me feel like I'm buying loads of food and yet throwing loads away because it's gone off, and yet still feel like we have nothing to eat, and constantly feeling like I'm on a hamster wheel I can't get off. So over the years, I've been building these systems, and now, although life is still busy, it's so much easier. And these are the systems that I've been sharing on my channel over the years. And over the years, I've been creating resources and printables and things that go alongside my videos. Now, the problem is they are kind of dotted all over the internet. So I originally had something called my Ultimate Mum Bundle, which was various printables. I had like a baby routine, because obviously that was the era I was in. And I had just various different resources I put into that. And then over the years, I created things like my laundry room printables. They're free printables that I have in my laundry room, and you can download those from my website, but they were not all in one easy to find place. It'd be like, follow this link and you get this one. And then maybe people had downloaded something and then they'd be emailing me going, well, I know I downloaded it, but I can't find it. And it was a whole thing. So I thought, you know what? We're going to create the one place with all of these resources. And I've got so many like new amazing ones. So for example, um, I've now got my Organised weekly planning system checklist. This is the big version. I'm going to show you the how I actually use it. But this is one of the free resources, and it's inside the free hub. It's inside the free hub and the free community, along with so many others. And it's organized in a way that you're going to get a login. You're going to be able to go in there and download the things as many times as you want to. And I'm so excited. So originally, my memberships, my free and my paid clubs, were hosted on Patreon. I love Patreon. It got me to where, it helped me get the clubs off the ground, and it's been amazing. But this last month, what I have built, I'm so excited to share with you, because it is so easy to use. It's so easy to navigate. It's all kind of on brand as my community. And oh, right. I think I'm going to start diving in and showing you. I'm super nervous for this because I'm just like, wow, have I got everything? Have I got the right stuff to show you now? Is this going to work? Is the tech going to work? But yeah, um, just let's go for it, shall we? Let's just say hi quickly to people in the comments. Cinders, hi. Malcolm, good morning. Ryan, new, hello. Lorraine, hello. Channel gone, hi, Ree. Hello. Malcolm says he sees a link. Excellent. If someone could click on it for me and let me go, it goes to the right place, that would be amazing. Okay, shall we see if the tech gods are on our side? Just taking a little hydration break, by the way. Let's show you around. Very quickly first, I have also got a link that redirects. So if we go to, hang on, let's see if this is going to work now. So if you go to, this is anytime like beyond today. Today, I'd rather use the link in the the chat, and then I'll put it in the comments after the live. But anytime, if you're watching in the future, if you just go to joinread.com, that will redirect you to the right place. Now, the actual website is rhiannamorgan.com, but this has been a whole thing. So the actual website is rhiannamorgan.com. Joinread.com, I've put as like a redirect. So if you type that in, that will go to my main website. And that was just because I was worried that people wouldn't know how to spell my name, because A, it's a Welsh name, and anyone outside Wales really struggles to spell it. And B, it is a made up spelling of a Welsh name because my parents decided to be rather awkward and change the spelling of it. So if you go to joinre.com, that will redirect. I don't know if I've done the right thing or the wrong thing in using my name in order to, as my website. I'm hoping I have, because a lot I've said before, I just wish I'd just used my name when I started my channel, because then it wouldn't be, restricted to just mummy stuff, because yes, I need to have my own identity as well. But yeah, that's so many people inside my community reminded me I wished I'd used my name initially for my channel. I've now used it for my website. I had some of the good ideas for people were like, just use Ree Morgan, and those were taken. Anyway, are we ready to go into the hub? Are we ready to go into the community? If I press this button now, it should show you. Okay, are we ready? No, that's the wrong button. That was such one anticlimax. Right, okay, no, this one. Yes. So you should be able to see me, and you should be able to see my screen. Right. Yes, you can. Oh my goodness. So this is inside of the free community. Okay. So if you were, this is me. So obviously this is my account. I am inside of all of my clubs because they are mine. So we're going to have a look inside of here. These are all of the different clubs down the side. Okay. So the free community you can get into right now, obviously it is for free. This section, I'm going to take you through all of this. This is the free community here. this one is the Organised Life Club. Obviously, if you want to join the Organised Life Club, then you'll get access to all of that. I will show you a little bit around in there too. The Magical Adventures Club is like the Organised Life Club, but for my travel channel. So it's you get resources and printables each month. You get early release videos. I'm going to go into all that as well. And the VIP community is access to an additional community, access to everything inside of the other two clubs, and access to everything inside of my planner store. So so I've actually got a planner store as well. Hang on, let's see if I can find this. I should have pulled this up. Should have pulled this up as well in the background, shouldn't I? There we go. Should just be like, talk amongst yourselves, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Rhiannonmorgan.com. Yeah, I'm just, there you go. Should have pulled this up in advance. See, I knew I'd forgotten something, but you know, it's okay. Can't spell my own name now. That's a really good start, isn't it? There we go. And we're in. Okay. So everything inside of, sorry guys. So the VIP also gets access to everything inside of my planner store as well. So, right, there we go. I've pulled up the right thing now. I can put you back on Safari. Okay, so this is my old original planner store, which is hosted on Shopify. But if you're inside a VIP, you get access to all of the printables in there. You also will get access to all of the printables in, hang on, in this, there we go. So the planner stores here as well. This is the new planner store that I'm building, that I built on the new site. So I've put it here as well. Have I? Oh, well done. I'd already done that. Silly me. Okay, so the community, where have I put it now? Should be, I've clicked out of the place I was trying to show you. That was clever, wasn't it? Sorry, guys. I'm going to take you off this while I try and click around the place. Again, talk amongst yourselves. How is everyone doing today? Where's everyone joining me from? Let me know. Do let me know in the comments where you are joining me from. There we go. All right, okay. We're back. We're back. Apologies. Life be lifing today. Okay, right. So this is the free community. Yeah, so what I was trying to say before I got totally distracted by myself. So this is, we're going to show you around the Forever Free community, a little tour of the Organised Life Club, the Magical Adventures Club, and then the VIP is basically you get everything inside of all of the other clubs, plus we're doing Zoom room calls. So I'll explain all that. This is one of the founding member rates, which is acceptable. Look, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. But let's have the start by the free community. Oh, look, I could have just pressed this cart button. That might have taken me to the store. Oh, well, we'll check that in a bit. Okay, so the free community. It has got obviously a community element, a community chat. I feel that community is so important. So many of us are raising kids without a village in real life these days, and I feel that that is so challenging. And I feel that so many of us, maybe we've got people who are lovely in our lives, but especially if you are in a neurosparkly household like me, other people don't necessarily get it. And the idea of this community is it's other people that really get it. So I'd love for you to follow the link and come join me in here. We're going to be having so much fun. It's a place to obviously to stay in touch, but we're going to be running little challenges, accountability check-in, and just support and community as well. So that is the main, there we go. So down the side here, you can see that's the chat function. Next in here, we've got challenges. So initially I've set up a welcome challenge where when you join, you literally you can click in and introduce yourself and then get to know other community members. And then when you complete challenges, this is one of the things I love about this. So I've set this up, by the way, on a platform called Kajabi. You don't ever need to know that other than once. And that's when you download the app. So I think once you've joined the community, it does say, oh, look, well done me. The second challenge is to go and download the Kajabi app. And that will show you how to do that inside of here, including the links to the Kajabi app. Oh, I'm good on it. You know what? I've worked so hard on this the last month that I think sometimes I've been working in like a daze and I'm like, did I do this? Did I do this? And then I was like, oh, I did do that. Thank you, past me. But I must have done this in such a daze, I don't even remember doing it. So one of the second challenge, as part of the welcome challenge, is to download the app so that you can access it offline, and that's to use the free community or if you join one of the clubs. So one of the reasons I loved this platform, which is it was a big jump and a big decision for me to do. And the reason I decided to do it in 30 days was this is an expensive platform. So I had to pay quite a lot to host everything here. So I'm hosting my membership, I've moved my podcast, all of my email stuff and the back end of my business. And the biggest thing, obviously, is the community. And one of the main reasons I wanted to move to this platform, Kajabi, is it's just so amazing and so user friendly. And I love it. And I'm just so excited to share it all with you. So the Kajabi app, you can download that and you can access all of the resource hub, which is set up like a course with modules. So it's really easy to navigate and find what you need to look for. But you can download that using the details inside of that challenge. And then what I love about it is when you engage in challenges. So, for example, inside the Organised Life Club, this weekend we were doing a planning challenge. So everyone has their Organised Life binders set up, which we're going to talk about that in a second when we go into the resources. I'm so excited to show you this. But what I love is when you engage in the community, when you comment on things, when you reply to things, when you engage in challenges, you get stars. So they're stars because, you're sparkly. And then you get different badges for earning different stars. And that makes me so happy. And then you can be on the community leaderboard and so happy. So you won't see the scheduled posts bit, obviously, because, that's just for me. This top bit takes you through all the challenges. So if you're in more than one group, then multiple challenges will show up. So for example, this top one is for the free community. Can you see my mouse? You can. And then this one is the Organised Life Club community. And then this was a planning challenge where we're holding ourselves accountable and clicking in. I'm not going to click into the one inside the Organised Life Club to show you inside that because obviously people's like responses and things are sort of private within there. But yeah, it's basically very similar to the introduce yourself challenge or whatever. So on the planning challenge, there's certain tasks you have to do, and then you just comment to say you've done it or upload a photo of what you've done, and that holds us accountable. And this accountability is massive, especially for me. So I do monthly planning parties inside the Organised Life Club. And the difference it has made to everyone involved, like life-changing, it doesn't even begin to cover it. And it's not just for the members, but it's for me too. And the comments I've had from people about the difference it's made for them and the goals that they're now hitting because they're being held accountable by those planning parties and things. And for me, it holds me accountable because I know I've got to go and show up and be like, did I do the things I said I was going to do? And it keeps me on track. So the challenges are absolutely amazing. Can't wait to share more of those with you. And then events. So these are some of the events. So like this one's now, this one's today. You can join that now. You can add them to your calendar. And then when you do that, I think you can integrate it with whichever calendar you're actually using, which is amazing. So then tomorrow, these are just some of the things we've got coming up. We've got the Christmas planning workshop that's inside the Organised Life Club, and then that's our November planning party. So most of these events so far I've listed are inside of the Organised Life Club because we have quite regular events and those dates were already scheduled. So I've already added those, but as other dates come up, I will put them into the free community too. Right, the next bit, right, so into Ree's Room, the forever free community. I don't know whether to call it Ree's Room, Ree's Village. I like alliteration, which is why it's Ree's Room at the moment. But yeah, so events, so basically this top bit is every event from every club you're in, whereas this one is more section by section. And just to give you a little bit of an idea, just to show you on the actual Kajabi app, it's very similar. So the Kajabi app has got all of the clubs you're in here, but then if you press community, it's similar. Obviously it's like narrower because it's your phone, but when you press these like what they call the three lines for the menu, you get the same menu as you get. Can you see that actually? Perhaps I should take you off little screen, big screen for a second just to show you this. So you can see, there we go, that's better, isn't it? When you click in these 3 bars, you can get the same menu there that you were getting on the big version. Does that make sense? So basically the app is just an on-the-go condensed version, but it works in the same way. So we're into Ree's Room, Forever Free Community. So again, we've got start here, and this takes you directly into the resource hub. Okay, this is a section of the resource hub. And this is how things are set up as modules. So it's set up as lessons and whether things are completed, because technically I've built the club as a course because it's the easiest way to deliver the material. And actually in certain areas, especially inside the Organised Live Club, it really makes sense to work through things in a certain order. But the reason I've put it like this is just so easy to navigate. So this start here is just, I've put this module, I kind of pinned this module first, and it's very similar to the actual, the challenge that we did inside the community. Now, if I just take you off and put you on, show you my phone again just for a second. So inside the community, you can access all of the modules and all of the resources, which I'm going to show you in a second. But if you're in the app, you can see that the resources and the community are sort of separate. So you can still access them within the community in the same place. But if you go to library, you'll be technically enrolled in the course that is Ree's Community and Resources. And then what you can do is you can go through each module. You can go through the start here one, and that's just accessing where we were before. And then I split them into home resources and travel resources, because that just makes sense if you've come from one channel or another. And then on your phone, you can access them through here. And then within each module, then there is a lesson. And then with each lesson is a different resource, if that makes sense. And that just hopefully just makes it really easy to navigate and find the things you're after. Because like I said before, you just be sent the one thing. And then if you can't find that email, you're like, well, I can't even find the landing page to download it again. And it was a bit of a pain. So you'd have to maybe go back to the video and put your email again and download it again, or email me and be like, oh, I can't find this thing. It's just so much easier now. Okay, so the welcome challenge, I've pinned that to the side as well, just so people can find it. So start here in the welcome challenge. The welcome challenge is sort of within the community. So that's the one I'd love you to do. When you join the community, if you can get involved there, and really the more you put into this, the more you're going to get out of it. Okay, the more involved you get, the more benefits you're going to get, and the more value you're going to get out of being in the community. And yeah, just it's like anything in life, isn't it? It's sort of the more energy you put into it, the better. Okay, so this is taking you now into the resource hub. Resource hub. So this is like in effect the course. But it's all the different resources. So in each section, and I'm just keep my fingers crossed, everything just is going to work beautifully now, because it's taken me so long to build this. I've honestly done more in this last month. Oh, hang on, I'm not showing you my screen. Oh, what a muppet. What a muppet. Why didn't nobody tell me? Right, okay, sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at my screen. Right, sorry. Apologies, dudes. So what was I saying briefly before I forgot to change my screen? So top section takes you through just, this is like the overall of, if you're in like one club, if you're in the free and the Organised Live Club, or if you're in VIP, then these would be multiple, all the club, all the challenges, all the events, all the leaderboard from all the different clubs. And we just, and by the way, I designed all our own little badges. So I did all those myself. That was a few hours well spent, I feel. Was that a side quest? Or was it brilliant? I don't know. I'm just pleased. It makes me happy that we have our own thing. So for example, when you build your binder challenge, then you get a badge for doing that. Okay. And who won't do something for a sticker or a badge? I mean, I'm right up here for it. So for example, let's take you into one of them, shall we? Inside of the welcome challenge, it asks you to build your binder. And then what you need to do here is you go to your Organised Life Binder mini binding guide, and then that will take you through everything you need to know. So it says that the extra you know, the full Organised Life Binder starter pack is inside of the club, or you can buy that separately. There are links to everything that you actually use to set up your mini binders. So I've had so many questions about this that I actually had to set up a guide, because if you've seen my other videos, I've used my Organised Life Binder, which is my full A5 binder, for quite some time, and it's been amazing because it just keeps everything I need to do and organize my life in one place. So I have printable pages that I use to plan every week. This started, I've still got my planner store. If you still want to buy physical planners, then I still have that. But honestly, this printable system has flipping changed my life because it's got the flexibility that I need in my life. So my mini binder, which is A5, I only recently discovered how easy it is to print an A5. And so many people were like really stuck on how to do it. So I put together guides, and they're in here. So these are the actual resources, and I tried a lot of different planners. I bought so many and sent most of them back because most of them were pants. These were under a tenner and were amazing. So they're all linked in this resource section. Obviously you can choose whichever kind you want. But then once you've done that, you can mark it as complete and move on to the next one, and you can go next lesson. And then this is my Organised weekly planning system checklist. And then this is a video explaining how to use it. And then at the bottom, or at the side, maybe at the bottom or the side, there it is. If you click that, that would download. So let's see if then you would just like choose to download linked file, and then that would go to, that's not going to show you now, is it? Because I'm sharing my Safari screen, but basically it would download this. And then there is a guide also in here, how to print everything. So then you would go on to the next one. You could post comments, by the way, as you've done things. You can interact here with the community. There we go. The next one. So once you've printed, oh, hang on, wrong one. Once you have printed things off, you can go into resources. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. What you need to do is you need to go into whether in home or travel. There we go. How to print and set up your A5 binder. And this is a video and indeed a guide, which you will allow and download. And that shows you exactly step by step how to actually print in A5. And then you can print your checklist, your Organised weekly planning system checklist. You can print off any other printables or planners you've had from in the past, or you can just hole punch. If you're super crafty, you can just hole punch, and you can bullet journal. If I wish I was that crafty and clever. I am not. Putting pen to paper just is very messy when I do that. Hence, the printables are amazing for me. But basically, that will take you through how to set up your binder. You've got your checklist, so you can do your weekly planning. And then, of course, if you are inside of the Organised Life Club, if you're inside the actual club, then you've got your Organised Life Binder starter pack. Hang on, there we go. So that has got all of the printables that you need to set up your binder, including the section covers and all the, there are different covers that aren't pink. If you're not into pink, there's different covers. And then that's got everything you need to know in there. So if you want the full binder stuff, that is included every single month inside of the Organised Life Club. Okay, back to the free area. So we've got you build your binder stuff. There you go. I've linked that. So it's inside the free resources, but I've also linked it on the side. I will maybe pull some extra bits out and put those on the sidebar as well that people need to access. Okay, so back inside the home life resources. By the way, Victoria says she's joined from London. Hello. Paige says I've put in so much work. Oh, I'm so glad you think it looks amazing. Thank you so much. And Caroline, hi everyone. Hello, Caroline in England. Okay, so we've got things like the Calm Start Morning Routine Guide. When you click into there, hopefully that will show you some of the stuff that you've got in there. So that's got the guide, and there's also the morning routine checklist. Those are all available in there for your kiddos. Then we've got decluttering checklists, kitchen organization station. Those are the printables I've got up in my kitchen, and I have those in A4. They're like photo frames. They should be linked in there. If they're not, if there's anything missing, by the way, if you ever look in here and there's like, oh, read this link doesn't work or whatever, please let me know, because I'm very ever so grateful for anyone that's helping me, anyone that's coming at me with love saying that this isn't working. I totally appreciate that. Will not take that as criticism at all. I will be very grateful to hear of any tweaks and improvements, because obviously I'm going to be tweaking and improving this all the time. We've got the laundry room printables that I have up in my laundry room. Sorry, I was saying about my organisation station. They're up in A4 frames, and I write on those in whiteboard pens. So we have things like our menu for the week. There we go. There's a little picture of it there. Our menus for the week. So that's shopping list, menu for the week, things coming up, and like this month, next month. Kind of stuff in there. So all of that's in there. The birthday interview journals in there, so that you can do your own birthday interviews and record those with your children. Birthday party checklist, loads and loads of colouring pages for kids. Autism and ADHD resources. So we've got 100 signs of autism, 100 signs of ADHD. They are not medical documents by any stretch, but if you are working with kids, or you've got kids who you think may be showing signs, this is the kind of information that you just need to kind of familiarize yourself with, and there's checklists and things to note down things you notice. So when you see medical health professionals, then you are not feeling like I used to feel, which is like I didn't even know what I was supposed to be looking for. I didn't know so many of the signs. That's just to kind of help you with all of that. If you are inside of the Organised Life Club, which I'll show you in a second, there is the full autism journey journal that will help you with that so much more. Then there's loads of parenting resources. So many of these are made a long time ago, but they still stand up if you have kids. With my baby routine, feeding records, medication stuff, potty training pack. We're way beyond potty training, but it's there if you guys need it. Your back to school checklist, morning routine checklist, all that kind of stuff. So exciting. And then if we go back, there's also some free resources for magical adventures, like your setting up your magical adventure printing guide, your cruise starter pack, the Alton Towers cards. Some of these I've been repeated, because if you look in different modules, like you might look in the main thing, or basically it's to make it easy to find if you're searching for things. And then there's step-by-step Disney Cruise Line stuff, and the Disney Cruise vlogs, all of those that you can watch inside of there too. And then you can look inside of the general chat, which is where we're going to be doing prompts and chats and community and stuff. But then also you can catch up on latest videos and things, which are linked here as they go live. And these are just notifications, like for example, the Legoland vlogs start on Wednesday. So now let's have a look inside of the actual Organised Life Club, because I do need to tell you I have got an amazing offer. If anyone would love to come and join me inside of the Organised Life Club or inside of VIP, stay tuned, because I have got some really exciting news for you about that. So yeah, each of the clubs you can look at events. You can actually, and when it says enter the OLC, that's where you access all of the content and the modules. I've again pulled out some of the modules and put them down the side so they're easy to access, or you can just access the whole thing from here. Again, there's a start here section, and then each month we've got the bonuses that you've got for now, and then the bonuses leaving soon, which are in effect like last month's bonuses. But I thought if I just put them in for a month and you join, then like right at the end of the month, it doesn't give you enough time. So we're doing the bonuses you get for the month, and then they go into leaving soon. So the Ultimate Decluttering Workbook is leaving soon. So at the end of October, that will disappear. And then these ones from October will go into leaving soon. And in November, new things will go in there. So I hope that makes sense. So one of the things that we're doing for this month, which is really exciting inside of the Organised Life Club, if you want to join, by the way, that link will, the doors are now open, and that link in the pinned comments will take you there. But tomorrow we are doing the Christmas planning workshop, and I can now give you a sneak peek. Hang on. Inside of there, we're going to be going through my new Ultimate Christmas Planner, which this is the pink version, which I love. There is also a red version from last year that you can work through as well. I might do a variation for people that just aren't so into pink for this year as well. But this year's Christmas plan, if you had it last year, has got so much more in it. So tomorrow at 9:30, we're doing the live round of the Christmas planning workshop. So anyone that joins me today inside of the Organised Life Club will be able to join live for the Christmas planning workshop. They will get the Christmas planner. By the way, if you join VIP, you get everything inside of all these clubs. They don't disappear because everything goes into the VIP vault, and you just get everything that I've ever made forever, basically. All of the printables, they're all in there. Plus with VIP, we are doing a Zoom room once a month, which is actually chatting. So we do lives inside of the clubs anyway, but like I'm doing now, but inside of the clubs, including some quite exciting things we've got coming up here. But inside of VIP, we are now going to be doing Zoom rooms, which it's inside of the app. It's not actual Zoom. It's like saying Kleenex or tissue or vacuum or Hoover, isn't it? It's not through Zoom, but it's, if I say Zoom, people know what it is. It's a Zoom room in that we can actually talk back and forth. Zoom, Skype, it used to be called, didn't it? I don't know. What do people call it? You know, when you have a video meeting, even if it's if you're using Google Meets or whatever, people still say Zoom. Am I right there, or is that just me? Because that's what I mostly use. Anyway, so inside the Organised Life Club, you can look through all of the modules here. So we've got the Christmas planning workshop, this month's bonuses, all of the build your own binder stuff. You still got the stuff you get in the free section, but also you get the Organised Life Binder starter pack. And every single month you get brand new printables inside of our monthly planning workshops. So what you can do is you can join at any time. And as soon as you join, I would love it if you go through the last planning workshop and then you put the dates in your diary, which will also be in the events section for the next planning party. So this is the planning party. You can catch up with it there, and then you can download the printables. There we go. So there are bespoke printables for each month there. Okay, then we've got, I've also put the dates in for the upcoming ones. So the November one is at the end of October, the December one end of December. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, end of November. So it's the month we're planning for. So we planned for October, the last few days of September. We planned for November. So it's the November planning party, but it actually happens in October. So a bit confusing, sorry, confusing myself now. But that's when that is happening. I have also put some more things under events, actually. If I give you some more dates here, I've also put the Master Your Morning Routine workshop. We've got the date for that now, which is in November. The December Organised Life Club, that's the planning party, but we're also having the Reflect and Reset workshop, and that's happening in December. And then at the very end of December, we're doing the January planning party. So if you're inside of the club, then those dates are already there, and you can mark when you're going. You can add them to your calendar, so to make sure that wherever possible, you can show up live, or at very least tune in and interact with the community and be held accountable within a day or so of the planning party going live. It's so beneficial, honestly. When you actually show up, you do the work, you do the planning in real time. It's a really lovely community feel. It also goes on to the secret podcast. So inside of the Organised Life Club, let's see if I can find it. No, I clicked off it, didn't I, stupidly? Inside of the Organised Life Club, you can, hang on, I'll show you on my phone. Inside of the club, hang on, get me back to my big face. So inside of the club, what was I even showing you? Gosh, it's totally gone from my brain, hasn't it? I know. So you also get the secret podcast. So if you want to listen to any of the workshops and things inside of the Organised Life Club and you want to listen to them back, there is the secret podcast, which you can listen to within the Kajabi app, or you can get what's called the RSS feed, and there are instructions how to do it inside. And you just click that, and then basically that podcast, which is a secret podcast, shows up wherever you listen to your podcast. So for me, it's Apple, it shows up there. For VIP, there is an extra special one, which I'm going to get to in a second because I'm really excited about that. Okay, so where was that? Yes, the Organised Life Club workshops. These are inside the Organised Life system. This is something else that's really, really changed. Oh, hang on, I didn't put my screen share back on. There we go. So we're back inside the Organised Life Club. So we have different workshops and modules that we do each month. So this one that we're doing tomorrow is about Christmas because everyone inside the club voted and they want to do the Christmas planning this month. And I agree, the earlier you get started with the planning, then the calmer and the lovelier December can be. Obviously, if you're not ready to think about Christmas yet, you can join the party and then just shelve it, or you can just rewatch. You can watch or listen a bit nearer the time if that's what you want to do, and you can listen to the podcast and follow along then. So one of the things I really love about this new system is I've been able to break things down. So if you take this first one, which is the routine assessment workshop. So we did the routine assessment workshop together. It's live. It comes with a really long workbook that we work through, and you can just do that in one sitting in the workshop. Or if you prefer, you can go through it and break it down section by section. So this is exactly the same stuff that I did in the workshop, but if you find this a little more digestible, then that is easier to do. So basically this will give you a little, the thing to download here, which is just the relevant pages to here. And this is the what you have to do, and then this will be the download for the page to actually use it. I hope that makes sense. So basically it's the same as the stuff inside of the workshop, but it's broken down into smaller tasks that are digestible and easy to do if you are short of time, and it's just so much easier. So you can go through where am I now, and then through observing our weekly routine, and then identify the elements that you want to fix, and thinking about your dream routine and all that stuff. So that is, yeah, I'm just so pleased that I'm able to have broken those things down, and I'll be doing each of the, I'm not sure if all of them have, I've finished doing them like that yet, but that's the plan, that each of the workshops will also be broken down into a far more digestible chunks. Malcolm saying, hi, can you change the pink to be darker? Someone visually challenged is difficult to read. Yeah, these are excellent feedback things. Basically the pink is, I like the pink for the website, but you're right, the text needs to be changed to be darker, and that's something I'll absolutely put in my notes to change. So thank you, Malcolm. These are kind of bits of formative feedback that are really helpful for me. Okay, so we've got our monthly planning workshops, and that way we show up every month. And then of course we've got our home organization resources and things, and then neurosparkly resources. So in here, this is something that is brand new. Even if you've been in the Organised Life Club before on the old platform, then this is new stuff, because it's only this kind of new course-based system that I had to pay an arm and a leg for, but I'm really pleased with that I'm able to bring this. This is introducing the Meltdown Toolkit. So this is a little section within the Neurosparkly support section. And then what you do is, you press play on that, and there's, oh, hang on, there's audio on that. I don't want to play that out loud, do I, right now? Playing myself, talking to myself, wearing a very similar top. But basically, it takes you through, and there's a little video to go with each one, and there's like printables and things to go with some of the modules, and they're different tricks and techniques you can try when your kids are having meltdowns. So the idea of this is, if your kids are having a meltdown, you think, right, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? You can go here and you can try each one of these different tricks, and some of them will work one time and not another time, and it's just a little support framework that you can go back to. And there's going to be so much more like this added inside of the Organised Life Club, because like I said, this was the stuff that I've needed all along, that I want to put together because I need it, so I'm sure you guys need it too. Victoria says, how do you find the events section via the mobile app? Please. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to take you off. Someone remind me if I forget to share my screen again. Okay, so Victoria, events section via the mobile app. So if you're, are you signed in, by the way, Victoria? If you are, then cool. If you're not yet, then that might be a bit trickier. But basically, if you go to libraries on one side and communities on the other side, this is, by the way, Apple app. I'm assuming the Google one looks the same. Someone let me know who's got the Google one if it looks the same. If you go to these like 3 dashes, then the menu will come across, and then the menu should be identical there. If I cover my face, that menu should then be identical when you literally press those 3 dashes things. Can you see 3 dashes there? When you press that, press it. When you press that, that should be identical to, she's remembering to flip back, to this. That should be the same, in theory. If it's not, please let me know, and let me know if you're on Apple or Android. Okay, so yeah, then there's seasonal, Organised Life resources. So that's the full birthday interview. That's the birthday interview journal. The full birthday planner is actually inside of VIP. And then there's parenting resources and things in there too. Then inside the Magical Adventures Club, I'm not going to have like a massive look around this at the moment, because you guys are mostly here for I'm doing this on my main channel, but just to let you know that there is, the Magical Adventures Club is there too, and you can actually look through all of the amazing things that are inside the Magical Adventures Club too, which are aimed at, so there's actually like colouring for kids, all the early access videos and things. The early access videos for, and this is something I'm still trying to figure out, the early access videos at the moment for the Organised Life Club, I'm just putting inside a chat here. so that you can get early access to those rather than inside of the modules, because I figured that's a better way to do it, but I'm just open to feedback as to where people want to do that. For the Disney stuff, I've put the wrong one, no, it's here. For the Disney stuff, I've put them on a chat, but I have also put them into like modules because it is a series. So they want to be watched in order. So like these are not yet, and in fact, they're in the wrong order. I need to swap those around. But having said this, need to be in order, they're in the wrong order. But because you'd probably want to watch those in order because they're a series, I have put those into modules. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, VIP. In the VIP vault. So there's a VIP community, same thing, but you also get the VIP vault of all of the printables that have ever been in the clubs previously. And I'm adding in everything I've ever created for my planner store. It's all going to be in there. So the birthday interview journal, but also the birthday planners, the spreadsheets I use for Christmas and birthdays, previous editions of the planners, the new emotional regulation tools. I have actually got a brand new, I'm going to be adding that in later, a brand new journal, a printable journal. There's the kids binder starter pack, which that's actually inside of the Organised Life Club as well. So the kids binder starter pack and the Organised Life binder starter pack always live inside the Organised Life Club, and the Magical Adventures binder starter pack, which is this one, always lives inside the Magical Adventures Club. And then other things kind of come and go. And you get them for a month, and then they're like in the leaving soon, and then yeah, that's then everything goes to the VIP vault. Okay, right. Victoria says, thank you. Do you have to be a paying member to join the events, please? Some of the events are inside the Organised Life Club. Some of them are inside of the Magical Adventures Club, Victoria, and some of them are just VIP. So let me just take you through. Hang on. If I take you through, I'm going to have to open the, I'm trying to find the actual link now that I want to show you, because I very foolishly haven't, I clicked away from the link, didn't I? Very stupidly clicked away from the link so I want to show you the page that I'm sending you to on the link. Hang on, I can't actually, this was not very organized, was it? It was, in that I had all these links ready to show you, and then I accidentally clicked away. Very, very silly. Okay, there we go. Okay, I found it. Okay, so there we go. That's a very big version of my face and a very small version of my face. Okay, so to answer your question, Victoria, some things are inside, some events are inside the Organised Life Club. So the planning parties and the workshops are inside the Organised Life Club. I'm going to do some live chats and things which are exclusive to the Magical Adventures Club, and I'll be copying across previous live chats that have been inside of the old club. They're going to be moving across this week, so that you don't miss out on any of those, the replays of them. And if you join VIP, then you get all of those plus the live rooms too. We will be doing some sessions inside of the free community too. I'm thinking of doing I've got to be very careful because this is a public video, okay? And everything is, let's call it Santa safe, that I put out publicly, because you never know whose kids are watching, including mine. So I'm thinking of doing a Christmas secrets workshop, and that'll be inside of the free community. Thinking of doing that very soon. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. But yes, there will be some events inside the free community too. So this is what I'd love to invite you to join me with now. Now, I know a few people have moved across because some people already in my Patreon had early access and they've had a look at the full clubs, and the feedback I've had so far has been amazing. So thrilled that everyone's loving it so much. So basically you can choose, the prices will be £11 a month going forward, but if you choose to join today, this will not be what you pay. But going forward, it will be £11 a month if you want to be in just the Organised Life Club or just the Magical Adventures Club. It will be £15 a month if you want to be in both, so you have a bit of a saving, or it will be £33 a month to join VIP. However, if you choose to join today, if you'd like to come join me in the Organised Life Club today, and that's just one club, It will be £7 for the first, basically it will be 30% off for the first month or the first year, depending how you choose to pay. And then after that, you'll be locked in at, there we go, it says down here. So it's £7 for the first month and then locked in at £10 a month, whereas new people after that will be paying £11 a month. Or you can save annually, so you pay £84 for the first year and then it's just £97 a year after that. And that price is locked in for the length of your membership. You could choose to join both, but really the one I'd like to draw your attention to is VIP, because this is sort of insane value in that for £22 a month, I need to put pound sign there, for £22 a month, you're getting absolute access to absolutely everything, including one thing I've just forgotten to mention for you guys here, actually, including something I'm really excited about, which is, hang on, which is the new audios. And these are things I'm so excited to bring you. Where are they? Where did I put them? VIP Vault, VIP Vault. Gosh, hang on. Into the VIP Vault, there we go. We go here. This should, welcome to the VIP Vault modules. There we go. Okay, the VIP Vault has also got, maybe it's easier to find in here actually. There's so much in VIP. Organised Life Club, enter the LC. Right, this is something I'm really, really excited for. This is the audios. I'm starting to bring out audios. So on top of the printable planners and things, I'm now going to be doing audios. And the reason I've started doing these audios is because it's something I use in my real life to help quiet my ADHD brain. I cannot do meditation for the life of me. Just don't know how to quiet my brain, all that quiet your brain stuff. So every month we're going to have one in the Organised Life Club and one in the Magical Adventures Club. It's going to be a relaxation meditation audio, and you can download that and that's yours to keep. But if you're in the VIP, you can access that through a podcast stream. So there is a VIP podcast stream. You'll be able to access all the previous ones as well. And there's going to be some aimed at helping your kids come down from meltdowns. I've had so many people ask about anxiety while flying over on my Magical Adventures channel. So I'm going to do some stuff about that. It's going to be things to help neurosparkly families like mine do things that they struggle with, like falling asleep, calming down from meltdowns, feeling less anxious, all those things. And those are going to be new every month. And if you're in VIP, you will get access to all of them. Hang on, which page were we on? This one? No, this one. Right. So locked in now. If you join, if you follow this link, then you can join for just £22 a month. So it should be £33 a month, or you can pay annually, and that's just 222 for the year. So this is already a massive reduction. But anyone that pays annually over the next few days is also going to get a one-to-one call with me. So not only are we going to get the Zoom rooms where people will have individual hot seats where they can bring topics to the table that they want to discuss, because I've done like one-to-one coaching and things for marketing primarily, and they were sort of hidden deep on my old website, but I am adding them to this website to do one-to-one calls, and mostly people use those for help with online marketing and stuff like that, because that's what I did before all this. But I know sometimes people want a bit of actual help and chat about something they're going through, just from people that have been there. So that's what those Zoom rooms are mostly going to be about inside of the VIP, where we're once a month, you can bring, hot seat to the table, and talk about it when it's your turn for a hot seat, to ask questions about things like, I know people want to talk about their children's autism and how they can approach things with the school, and how things that they can put in place, and just things that they can do in order to make their lives easier at home. But anyone that joins for the year and pays for the year for 222 will also get a one-to-one call with me, which you can use to talk about whatever you want. If you want to use it for like marketing and stuff, which is what a lot of people got them for. But just pick my brains about anything, about organization solutions, or about your neurosparkly family, or anything you want. Anything you want, you get one of those included for anyone that joins over the next few days. Or you can go 444, and that is join VIP for life. That's just pay once, you're in for good every month. And then you can show up to every Zoom room, every planning party, you can download every resource, you can get every audio, and it's all yours to keep. So if you don't want VIP, you just want to do the bundle, then you can join both clubs if you want to be in the Magical Adventures Club as well, which again, we haven't talked about loads and loads today, but that is available there. But honestly, the people that have already joined VIP, have been so excited with all of the resources that they found inside of the hub. They're so excited with the Zoom rooms. Obviously, they're then going to still get access to all the lives in both the Magical Adventures Club and the Organised Life Club. And I've got quite a few people that have been moved from my existing that have moved over, that have got a few of those one-to-ones booked in with me. So, I mean, when those are gone, they're gone, because obviously I've only got a certain amount of time. But anyone that is joining for the year, for now, I will be able to give those out. So if you follow this link, which should be pinned to the top of the chat, it will take you to this page. It will give you access to the free community. I'd love you all to come join me in there. Like I said, we're going to be doing challenges and things in there. So much community. We're going to be doing Q&As and things. If you've got any queries and things that I can answer inside of the community, I feel that's so much more valuable. I always try and answer as many DMs as possible, but I get so many DMs. And if I feel I can answer something in a community setting, I feel that so many more people can benefit from the answer. So that's really, really helpful. So we're going to have Q&As and things in there. So hopefully I can just help more people in the same amount of time, rather than the time it would take to answer DM. I can answer it to the community. So that's really, really great. And just be a really great place to support each other. You know, that's ultimately what I want. I want it all to be able to support one another, and for us to be the village that I know so many of us do not have. So I'd love to know if anyone's watching that has already moved across, how they're enjoying it. I would love to know if any of you guys are going to have you already joined up to come and join me in the free area. Let me know in the comments whether you'll be joining the Magical Adventures Club, the Organised Life Club, both, or if you'd be coming to join me in VIP, because I would love to know which of you I'm going to get to actually meet properly in those face-to-face. Well, they are face-to-face, aren't they? I know it's on camera, but we can actually get to talk both ways, which is amazing in those Zoom rooms. I'm so excited to get those started. I'm going to be scheduling the first one of those probably for later this week. So some dates for you, okay? If you want to join us inside of the Organised Life Club, you want to get your hands on the Christmas planner and actually join the planning party live, that is tomorrow. So if you join after that, that's fine, and you'll be able to access it on replay for the rest of this month and the rest of November, unless you join VIP, in which case you can access the replays of everything for as long as you're in VIP. But if you want to join live, then I'm going to need you to get that organised ideally today, because if there's any tech issues in the morning, I need to make sure everyone's fully logged in plenty of time, you know, to make sure everyone's into the planning party. And you're also going to need to print out your planner and stuff you can plan along with me. So you're going to want to join, if you want to join live into the Christmas planning party, then today is the day. The first of the VIP Zoom rooms is going to be later this week. So if you want to get involved in that and actually be able to join us live, and also if you are looking to grab one of the one-to-ones, then you need to join the VIP and pay for the year this week, because when those are gone, they're gone. Because like I said, I've only got a certain amount of time. So when those are gone, they are gone. Again, with these prices. So when the price goes up to the standard price, then these are founding member prices. You know, these are prices for people that are getting in initially. So if you want to get in at 30% off for the first month and then just lock it in at £10 a month, which is an absolute bargain for all of the support, the community, the printable planning pages, the new resources every month, the workshops to work through. So we've already got workshops where we go through resource plan, assessing your routine, workshops about meal times, tackling fussy eating. We've got a workshop in there all about weekend reset. The next one we're going to do that's routine based, I believe, is evening routine, then morning routine. The dates for those are already scheduled in. So if you want to access all of that, then that will be £7 for the first month, or it works out as 84 for the first year, and then you're locked in £97 a month after that, whereas everyone else will be paying £11 a month or 111 for the year. And then for VIP, it is you know, after this like launch event has ended, then it will be £33 a month, but you can get in for £22 a month, or 222 for the whole year, and then you get the extra call with me, the chat with me, where yeah, I just pick my brains about whatever you need to pick my brains about, really. It's your chat, it's your call. Victoria says she just joined VIP. Woo! Woo! So, yeah, so I'm so excited for that. Let me see. Hang on. S. Nielsen said, "There's no closed captions. I cannot hear. Is it unlisted available video available that has not been shown on YouTube?" There's probably no closed captions because it's live. I don't think YouTube can do that. I'm not sure. But for the replay, I'll see if I can make sure that those are added. I think they get auto added. I mean, with my Welsh accent, goodness knows what the closed captions actually look like, but they should be. If you catch the replay, I'm assuming that will fix itself. That will add captions. Do let me know afterwards, and I'll make sure I go to check that. So does anyone have any specific questions for me? Any Victoria's just joined VIP, that's so exciting. Which club are you interested in joining? Are you going to be hanging out with me? Has anyone are you already in the free community? Are you already in one of the clubs? Are you joining Organised Life Club? Will you be coming to the planning party? Shall we just have a look very briefly at the dates again? Dates for your diary. Should we get some dates in your diary? Hang on. Let's get some dates in the diary. And before I go log off. Okay, so dates for your diary. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Christmas planning workshop, okay? You will be able to catch it on replay if you want, but would be lovely to have you live because it's always so fun to hang out with you live. Our November planning party, there we go. That's Wednesday, the 29th of October. So that's just before is that just before half term or is it in half term? I'm not sure. Depends when your half term is. And then we've got your Mastering Your Morning Routine workshop, and there will be printables to go with that. So there'll be a workbook to go with each one. And then I'm also going to break that workbook down into worksheets and modules, which will probably be after the workshop. So it'll be the workshop, and then afterwards there'll be the broken down versions as well. And then we've got the planning for December on the 28th of November. And then we've also got, oh, there's a past event, is the one we're in now. And then we've also got the Reflect and Reset workshop and workbook where we're planning for all of 2026. Get excited, it's going to be amazing. And then obviously the January planning party. Now the events I'm going to add in later today will be our Zoom rooms for VIP, and I will add in the dates for the lives. We're going to do some live chats inside of the Magical Adventures Club too. So I will add those in here. Any lives, I also add in any lives coming up that will be available for the free community too, and those will all get put inside of the events section. I'm also going to put up like a frequently asked questions page and thread and things, and a place for you to ask questions about things you'd like to see or any troubleshooting or anything, any difficulty you're having. You can email me. I have actually, for example, someone's like, I can't find your contact details. I then built a contact page. So that's really, really helpful data for me. If you are struggling with anything on it, like for example, I think she DM'd me on Instagram in the end. She was like saying, I was looking for your contact details on the website, couldn't see them. I was like, oh, well, that was an oversight on my part. I was then able to put that in. So if anything like that, you're like, Ree, I can't find the either I'll be able to point it out to you quite easily, or you can't find it, it's because either it's not there or it's not obvious. And then because I've been so immersed in this, literally for the last month, I don't know if you can tell from all that how much has gone into building every single thing, but there's so much on the back end you can't even see to make all that run as well. It's been absolutely nuts, amazing, but bonkers. So I'm just so pleased it's up and running. I'm so pleased that everyone is enjoying it so much so far. Thank you for everyone that said it looked lovely today, and but especially the DMs and the emails and things I've been having for the people that were let in early who've moved over from my existing membership, which was previously on Patreon. So this is where it's all going to be now. So if you're a free member on Patreon, we're moving across to here now. This is where it's all going to be. If you're a paid member on Patreon, you will have had emails and DMs from me telling you how to move across. It's a slightly different way if you're already in Patreon, slightly different pathway, shall we say. So check your emails and DMs from me if you're already inside of Patreon. So I'm going to go and have a drink to start with because I've been talking and my throat is very dry. I'm so grateful for everyone that has joined me today for the live or maybe on catch up. Do say hi on catch up and let me know any answers to any of the questions. If anything you haven't found obvious or what you're looking forward to, anything else you'd like to see in there, which club you're going to be joining, whether it's the free one, the Organised Life Club, the VIP, like which one you're going to be hanging out with me in. I'd love to hear all about that. Yes, and I'm just so grateful for all of you hanging out with me here, hanging out with me over there. I can't wait to show you all I've got that's coming for you. Really, the only thing holding me back is the amount of hours I've got in the day, because I've got so much I want to put in there. I've got so many ideas. This has been such an overwhelming task. There's been so much to do to totally rebuild everything. Bear in mind, I've moved my podcast, all of my email stuff, so all of the like landing pages and things. You know, every time you've gone to put your email in somewhere and then it sent you an email with the thing, I've moved all that. Obviously, all of my web, like a large chunk of my website. I'm moving everything over from my planner store. So there are some things that are in VIP that you can't yet see on the planner store. If you go to the main page of my website, it's just rhiannonmorgan.com, you can navigate to the planner store and that'll give you an idea of all the things that are in VIP. So everything that's in the planner store is already in VIP, but there's more, because there's actually more in VIP that I haven't yet copied to the planner store. So if you were thinking about getting your hands on any of the printables for like the cruise printables or the Organised Life Binder or the birthday interview, the interview one's free, isn't it? The birthday planner, the Christmas planner, because there is a Christmas planner, and also my Christmas planning spreadsheets are all inside there as well. Some of them are currently in Organised Life Club, but everything's in VIP, literally absolutely everything. So thanks, guys. Love you all so much. Thanks for sticking with me through a couple of the little technical glitches we've had here today. Hopefully that's for the end. So yeah, thanks so much.